Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Yeah, I'm on a roll today. Just believe it, okay? Just believe it. Okay, Dr. Lawrence McCrystal, an old fart like me. In fact, he's older. He's 83 years old. But for the last half century, Dr. Lawrence McCrystal has played a part as an entrepreneur and economist promoting industrial and business development, both as a member of the IDC Board for 18 years and in numerous other public sector and private roles. And he's come up with 8 reasons why the amendment to the Constitution is a complete load of crap. And I'll just recite them to you because it's kind of self-evident. Number 1, it is unnecessary as existing legislation is adequate for land restitution. Number 2, it will undermine the very investment we desperately need in South Africa to get our economy going. Investors will not invest here if there is a threat of the government expropriating without compensation the property on which they have built their projects. And don't forget, this can be your bank account too in South Africa. It can be anything. It can be your car. I mean, they can take anything from you under this bill. Number 3, it could well put South Africa on the same path as Zimbabwe with equally catastrophic results. Now, what's happening right now in Zimbabwe, for those who are not in the region, there are something like 4 million, or half of the population, on the brink of starvation in Zimbabwe. This is the hugely untold story. It's only now starting to trickle out. That's what a black government under Robert Mugabe did to Zimbabwe. It used to be the food bowl of Southern Africa. It's now the basket case, and that's where South Africa's going as well now. Anyway, let's get back to what this fellow says. Number 4, it will be wide open to abuse, as we have seen in Zimbabwe, where people with influence got land which they could not use productively, while chasing away productive farmers, resulting in the famine. Number 5, 91% of the people offered land or money for restitution purposes have chosen the money. So this new proposal is not going to achieve anything in terms of helping the people, in their view. Furthermore, the vast majority of those who did take the farmland have left it devastated. If that is what happened to farmland, what will happen if this government, armed with this proposed amendment, were to start expropriating our urban properties? It will be catastrophic, given the poor track record of this government over the past 10 years. Number 6, the priority in South Africa right now is getting the economy growing, so that the 10 million or more people who are unemployed can get work and so be helped out of their poverty. This proposed amendment to the Constitution is coming at exactly the wrong time. In fact, the timing could not be worse. It will, as just one example, cause the loss of our preferential access to US markets in terms of the AGOA agreement. That will hugely add to the unemployed workforce. Well, the L factor, the L logic factor is missing when it comes to the ANC. That's the trouble. Totally missing in action. Number 7, in a survey of the needs of our people by the Institute of Race Relations, the highest proportion saw unemployment as the most pressing issue facing the country. Only a tiny fraction, 1%, mentioned land. It is not an important issue in the eyes of the vast majority of our people. So where is the pressure for this proposed change in the Constitution coming from, other than self-centered politicians? It's called black privilege. A high proportion of South African politicians already have a poor reputation in thinking circles of the public, both in South Africa and overseas. The proposal is, as a result, viewed with deep suspicion that the main motivation is not the interests of the people of South Africa. If it was then measured to stimulate economic growth, which were announced earlier this year by President Ramaphosa, he would have implemented by now, and priority would not be given to this unnecessary proposal. This in itself makes the motivation suspect. Priority is being given to something which is not a priority in the view of the vast majority of our people. at the expense of what is a priority, namely economic growth and increased employment. Deregulation of small and medium enterprises, mentioned in the President's earlier speech, will be hugely stimulative. That's a priority, yet nothing has been done, but they find time and energy to this amendment on our excellent Constitution. And finally, he says, number 8, should this proposed amendment become law, this nation will live to regret it was ever proposed. In fact, this government that has proposed it will be cursed for generations to come, as favouring selfish, greedy interests instead of righteously serving the people and helping a huge proportion of them out of poverty. And he says finally, in closing, I submit this with great sadness as an 83-year-old citizen of this wonderful country who has dedicated his life to promoting its economic development and helping our people to become self-sustainable, because I foresee clearly and have a deep sense of foreboding that nothing but serious trouble and even evil will come of this amendment should it become law. Well, the fact is, it's in the process of becoming law. I've actually got a copy of the draft agreement in one of my earlier videos just below. You can go and pull it up and have a look at it. All right, guys, please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Ring the bell for the updates. Please like this video. Please share this video. And above all, stay safe.